right, so today or now we're going to talk about scheduling your post. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to come over here to this far left side. You're going to come down to the fourth one down, which has the small check in it. And that brings us here. These are all of my files. Eventually you may have that many files. I think I have too many, but that's just me. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys because I just realized that I do need to post for my parties for tomorrow. So tomorrow's Wednesday, so I'm going to click on the file that I know that I'm going to use for Wednesday. Oops, sorry. So we're going to start with my morning post. I'm going to click that little arrow paper. Oh, what does it look like? A paper airplane. Okay, so I double check my verbiage to make sure I don't have anything in there that I need to change up. So tomorrow is Wish List Wednesday. So I'm going to change my date here to show for tomorrow. My first post, let's say we're going to do like 8, let's say we're going to do 8:23. We're going to tell everybody good morning at 8:23 a.m. Then I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to click the boxes that show what parties I'm scheduling in. So I'm scheduling in Amber's, I'm scheduling in Brandy's, and I'm scheduling in Amanda's. And then simply schedule post. Would you like to return to manage post? Yes. So then I'm going to go to my next post here. Again, I'm going to click my little paper airplane arrow. I'm going to make sure that this is what I want for it to say. If, for instance, you were wanting to change or add to the picture that's here, you would click on the picture. So this shows the picture that's there. You can always delete it by clicking the X. You can always add to it by clicking upload, and then you would just choose whatever picture you wanted to add to it. Or if you take this one away and you want to put a new one, that you would do that as well. Okay, so I'm going to pick again, I'm going to pick Wednesday. I scheduled this one at 8:23, so I'm going to probably schedule this one about 8. We'll do 8:47. That sounds good. And make sure it does not say PM. It says AM. Make sure that is whatever you're wanting it to be. Then again, I'm going to scroll down to my groups that I'm posting in for tomorrow. And then I'm going to schedule post. Let's say, for instance, you are working off of the files that I sent you, right? And you like that post. And so you want to save it into your own file that you can edit as you go. I'm going to click no. I don't want to go back. I want to come back here. This is what I would do is I would click this little drop down menu here. You can edit this specific post, or you can copy it, or you can delete it. So let's say I'm going to copy it. Okay. I'm copying it because I want to keep it, but I want to create my own file. So I'm going to click here where it says select folder. I'm going to click this arrow and scroll all the way down to the bottom where it says new folder. You're going to click new folder. You're going to type in your new folder name, whatever you want to name it. Maybe you don't want to have it Block Party Wednesday or whatever it is I have on it. Let's say you just want to name it Wednesday. You could type in Wednesday and then you would click this little black, or I guess white arrow in this black circle here. It'll create the new folder. Then you'll go back and you'll select that folder because that's where you want it to go. And then you're going to click down here and you're going to click save. And then it will be saved into your own folder. So for instance, a number of my folders I have gotten because they've been shared with me from either my upline or maybe another consultant. So let me show you guys really quick what that looks like. I'm going to leave here. For instance, this Backyard Fun Summer 2021 theme. This is a shared folder with me, which means I go into it. You see the paper, I keep wanting to say paper clip. Let's just call it an arrow. The arrow here, we're missing a button. which is the edit button, because I can't edit these posts. So I can click on them. I can go to, like, I'm going to save them. I could even change the verbiage in here, but it's not going to save the verbiage that I put to it because it's not my folder. So the way I like to do it is once I pull whatever ones I like from here and I change it up to however I want to change it, then I will copy it, create a new folder, and save it into that new folder. So for instance, here where these backyard fun summers are, the day 1, day 2, day 3, all the way down here, summer party day 1, it's the same thing, but these are mine, right? These are the ones that I created, and you can tell because it has the edit button here. So that's why I do that. Now let's go back to our Wednesday. So let's say on this post with these utensils here, let's say we want to edit it, right? I don't just want to post it. I want to edit it to where it saves. Maybe I have a photo in here that's not a good photo anymore, right? And I want to take that photo out, and I don't want to have to take it out every single time I go to post from on this one. So you could take out a photo, you could add a photo, you could change some of the verbiage. So, you know, you could come in here and say, so these are all on my wish list. Well, they're not on my wish list anymore. I actually have all of these now. So I could come in here and I could talk about that. And then, right, I'm not posting, I'm editing. So see down here, it already has the file in here. So all you have to do is click this arrow right here and click save. And it's going to save the changes that you made to it so that you can edit your, you know, edit your post. Okay, so that is a lot of information. I know. I just wanted to give you some groundwork as far as like you visual. And then as you go, you can ask me any questions if you have any questions. Again, I would suggest that from the files that I shared with you, that as you're scheduling that first time, go ahead and, because you're gonna, for instance, let me see if it's on this day, probably not. Let's see, Thursday maybe, for instance. Here we go. So here's my why, right? So you would see that you're not, I mean, you're of course not going to use my why. If you wanted to at first, and you would just to share with people, this is, you know, this is my director's why, you know, or what, however you want to say it. Or you might say, you know, if you want to use one of my videos, you could say, because they're going to know it's not you, especially if it's your friends and family, right? So you could say, this is, you know, my upline or my director or whatever, cooking XYZ. You can go in and change that up, but you're more than welcome to use those. Or where I've said something like, this is my favorite TV show game. May not be your favorite TV show game. You could change that, and then you could save it to where it is your own. Which is what I've done over time. Some of my posts that I have are still ones that were originally sent to me over a year ago. And I've just kind of changed up the verbiage a little bit. But any questions that you have as you go, definitely let me know, and I will help you work through them. And my battery is running low. I guess that means it's time for me to go. All right, let me know if you need any help. Thanks.